What's going on, fight fans? Chris here, Combat Loop MMA. We have a multi-talented artist here, not just a fighter, a musician, a mentor, Quentin Gaskins. What is up, dude?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, my guy. Thank you for having me. Glad I
Hey,
met
man.
you at the fights and everything too, man.
Yeah, it was really, really awesome running into you in the fights, getting to watch you fight, coming off from a short notice. You really turned some heads, opened some eyes up to see how quick and how that striking, man, is a different level. And I don't really see these MMA guys coming in and doing what you do. It's usually these boxers that are just straight boxers that are doing it. I
Yeah.
love seeing the MMA guy. I came from MMA, so you know I'm an MMA guy. Well, I just want to get the fans. How did you get into this fight game, man? That's my first question I always like to ask is how do you get into it?
And to bare knuckle, it's funny because I really wasn't interested in like it just was very like, watered down. A lot of guys that weren't like coming from real gyms were coming over and fighting. So I'm like, I just didn't see there was much competition. The fights were kind of and I was still uneducated about bare knuckle. I thought it was like just kind of like a little like far fetched because I come from true boxing and true martial arts background. So I actually did it while I was coming back from an injury. I did media for the first time for the BKFC, and one of my friends, Ryan Reber, who's I think is ranked number 1 or 2 at 135 right now. He fought his first fight for the BKFC, and mind you, he was on a 6-fight losing streak from coming from MMA and boxing. And he was just like, man, I'm just going to do it. If I lose this, I'm going to be done or, whatever. He won 6 in a row. And as he was winning and doing that, he encouraged me and pushed me to want to do it. And I was interviewing everybody doing media, and I was figuring out like that there's some sort of safety precaution more to bare knuckle than it is to other sports because and when I say safety, it's obviously there's more hand injuries, there's more lacerations and superficial cuts, but as far as neurological and brain damage go, boxing is by far worse for concussive.
Yeah,
um the
100%. 100%.
the best way for me to describe it, the more that I've talked to people about it, is when you're comparing the NFL to rugby. You would believe that rugby is more brutal because they have no pads, but because of them not having pads, they're very cautious on how they hit, etc. Football, there's more concussive damage and long-term CTE. So, you may see more damage, cuts, and blood, but long-term neurologically, it's actually safer than boxing and MMA.
I completely agree. I think that, and so in BKFC, like you'll see someone hit the ground, they usually don't get back up. There are some
Yeah.
dogs, like I just watched the Gary Fox fight, and that dude just kept coming. You saw Jeremy Stevens do it, but for the most part, when you get knocked to the ground, you're going to like they're done at that point. Now,
Yeah.
how's the body
Yeah.
feeling after BKFC 82? You feeling pretty good?
Mhm. Yeah, my hand's a little sore still, but I trained the last 2 days. Thank God I was able to get right back into training, and I was able to hit stuff today. So yeah, I'm good to go. They wanted to do like an X-ray maybe. I might let them do it just to let them do it, but other than that, I'm good. I mean, compared to my last fight, my fight before this, I lost a close decision, and we went all 5 rounds. He's a stud though, Logan Spire. I tell all the guys that like he is a stud. He was every fight that I seen him highlights, he was knocking everybody out. He won. He was undefeated in BYB. He was a pro boxer, MMA, and we did 5 rounds of war, and I lost a decision. And 5 rounds is rough in the BKFC, man, especially with 2 guys that are really good and actually hitting each other. It was tough. So coming off of my hands being sore, my face being swollen, compared to this fight, I'm just God is the greatest. I'm just blessed to be healed up and nothing wrong with me, man.
I 100%. God's good to you, man. That's always what the big prayer is. Whenever I watch those fights, is for everybody to go home to their family. Like the biggest thing for all you guys, no matter the animosity towards each other. Man, I will go back to this. You are super excited going into the ring, coming out of the ring, in the ring. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like you got the fans. You opened some eyes up this last weekend. I mean, it was pretty awesome. What gets your mindset going in, dude? Of like having the confidence to go in and do that.
It varies. It's very difficult, especially cutting weight, and depriving your body, and you're just hoping that you're gonna have the energy back. And I just had really good people. My original MMA coach, that I haven't been around for like the last 10 years, he was in my corner for the first time. He was just feeding me a lot of positive affirmations like, man, you're just another level. You're just like telling me things like not to make me cocky, just like, yo, this dude, he's good. He's coming from MMA background, but he don't have the hands you got. Like the rule setting is yours. It's not MMA. Like when I fought MMA, I would always have to be concerned about the takedown and the submissions. And I just had people feeding me and feeding me, giving me confidence, which is, very good. It could be scary at times because you can you can build someone up a little bit false, in a false way. But he did a great job with that. And I mean, the hotel that they had to stay in at, they had an indoor pool. I was able to have my boy bring a sauna, a portable sauna for my room. So my weight cut was in my room. I had the pool, I had the restaurant, I had everything there. So the BKFC just, they know how to do it. And the music, just all the frequencies, the vibrations. My guy, he fought the fight after me. He did that spinning punch, holy war. I don't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
We became good friends. I don't think I know how to pronounce his real name, but
Yeah,
he
it's a
was.
very hard. It starts with a B. It's like Benoso or whatever
Yeah,
it is. It's very difficult to say his name.
yeah, very very difficult. But he was the fight after me, and he won by knockout. He won performance of the night as well. But he was playing some high frequency voiceovers and things like that, and I was just in the right locker room, man, with the right people.
Yeah, well, you're showing great growth, future. Like you're a future stud to me. You're like one of those guys that's coming in. You're young. You're gonna go out there. I think you're gonna show. We need that in BKFC. Like
Yeah,
you're also in the music. You made your own walkout song. Like what's going on with that, man? Like
absolutely,
I kind of want to know
absolutely.
about that. You're not just a guy over here with a dog at the fights too. You have an awesome dog, bro. Like your name is getting bigger and bigger. It's not just like, hey, who's that dude with the dog? It's like that dude's out there putting people down
Yeah.
and making his own music. Like you're doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm actually on my way to the studio right now to finish that song because I just came out to that song, but I only had like a hook slash bridge recorded, and then just the instrumental behind it. So I'm actually going to finish the song now so I can make sure I put it out because so many people have been asking for it. And that was just a blessing in itself because I just made that song. I have a whole bunch of other songs that I could have came out to that I didn't, and I was like, this is the perfect one for this setting, and I'm just glad that I did because it's putting me in the right position to be with the right people as far as making music. And I'm just on a high frequency when it comes to music. I'm not really into, I want to say Christian rap, but I am into purpose driven music, and it's on a high frequency. It's like worship music, and the Christian music has been getting more and more cooler, as far as the sound goes. It sounds like hip hop, and but it's a mixture of R&B and hip hop. And I'm just a big fan of producing and creating high frequency music. And the fact that I was able to walk out to that, I think more fighters should tap into that creativity side. It's versus playing video. I don't got nothing against video games, but versus doing stuff like that, something that you can actually take. Right now, like I'm gonna be riding around to my song after the studio. I'm still in New York with my car because I drove up here for the fight. So I'm gonna have a new song to drive all the way back down to Florida with, to just listen to on repeat as much as I want. And it's beautiful to carry something like that, your voice over to something like that. So music has always been a part of me, and it's another art that is very like fighting. It's a creative aspect, and you have to find different ways to layer it and just become creative. So I've made music my entire life, played instruments, and it's just beautiful that it's all coming together in a way that God intended it to be.
Yeah, I can't believe we're still in New York. Dude, I had to get the hell out of there. I was in
Well,
Newark,
my
bro.
well,
I was like, I'm out.
my mom. I'm from upstate New York, so I'm up here with my mom, and just handling a few things with my coach and
Yeah,
making
Newark was
music.
enough for me,
So
brother. Newark was enough for me. I was in a rough spot. Like I can fight. Like I've been in martial arts a long time in my life. I'm like, time to use some of this. I'm about to use the bare knuckle skills out here, I guess, because it was in my little spot I was at. It was wild. Give me some advice for a young fighter. People look up to you. I want to know some advice for a young fighter. And there's that dog. There's that dog. That's an
what's up,
awesome
LA.
dog.
Thank you. What was the question again? For
Well, give me
music
some
or
advice for
fighting?
a young fighter, man. Like how to stay disciplined. There's a lot of different things, but give me something for a young fighter.
I would honestly say just, for me, the thing that was missing, which I'm grateful for now, because if I was to become, a star at a young age where I had potential to, I would have missed a lot and I would have not been prepared for the world. So I would say make sure that you have a guide, somebody who's guiding you that has been in this game, a coach, an ex-fighter, somebody that, and then reached a certain level. So I know everybody can't get that privilege, but it's very important if you plan on turning pro, and trying to make a career out of it. It's important that you're around people who actually have done it and have experience in it, because there's a lot of people pulling you in directions that you're not supposed to be in. People trying to abuse women, pushing women your way, and just all the wrong things, steroids, all types of different things that people can try to pull you into. So I would say like an uncle, a dad, but also a professional fighter that could really help guide you. You really need that family foundation and element around you to really succeed as a professional. Now, if you're just getting into it just for confidence and to train, just go to any gym and just make sure that you make friends with some people that have similar disciplines and likes as you. So that's what I would say for the young fighters, for real.
That's awesome. Well, I've got a couple more with you. First, the first one I want to get to is after that beautiful display, is there anybody that you're eyeing? Is there anybody that you're going out there to look for to fight? And when do you want to step back in there? We got December 5th. We have Hollywood. So that's close to home. And then we got a couple other ones that are going out. We got Philadelphia. They're talking in February. We got a couple of huge cards. I want to see you get out there and get a big deal. I want you to be a big deal, man. Is there anything you're looking or anybody you're looking for?
Not anyone in particular. I'm not one of them guys. Whoever is in that boat of like, top guys that, are looking for a title shot, stuff like that. Yeah, I want to obviously win a title. But I feel like my boy Ryan Reber, he's 7-1 actually, not 6-1. And I feel like he's more in line to fight for a title, and I would never fight him. So if he fights for a title and wins, I'm just gonna keep fighting whoever is under to lead to that point. If he loses the title or anything like that, then I'll fight whoever beat him and avenge my boy's loss. You know what I mean? So December 5th would be ideal. My hands good, my health is good. Ryan's supposed to be fighting the one of the guys for the vacant, because of the title for 135 is vacant right now. So I think those two are supposed to be fighting for the title in December 5th. It would be great for me to fight on the same card with him so I can train and get him ready for that as well. And hopefully everything can go well for me to do that card. If not, then I feel like I can just enjoy the holidays and try to focus more on February or March of next year. But I really don't want to wait too long, being that I'm healthy and I'm good to go. So I feel like if the numbers are right and we can do December 5th, I would look forward to that payday for sure.
I like the December 5th because I'll be there for sure, because and I'm right outside of Tampa, so it's a pretty easy trip for me. And I actually like the Hard Rock. I think that's one of the best
One of the
places.
best. 100%.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, next thing, my number 2 thing. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? Any sponsors? Anybody that you want to give to that helps you got to where you're at? Coaches, family? It doesn't matter what it is. We just love to get
Absolutely. Shout out to Full Blast. They did a last minute sponsor. My boy Ryan Reber got that one pulled off for me real quick. That was really my only sponsor because it was short notice. But I just want to, just grateful for everybody. My coach James Battle for getting me the fight. Julian Williams, who is one of my coaches down in Orlando, which is Mike Perry's head coach as well. Julian has just looked out for me so much. I'm coaching at his gym with all these prestigious fighters, and he he loves the way that I box and the way that I teach it, and he brought me in as a coach for all these UFC fighters and amateur fighters. So that is a blessing in itself for him to paying me when I was in a transition too. I lost my job at Crunch. I was a personal trainer there. I lost my job. I lost my job for sparring at the gym, and we got in trouble one too many times, which, hey, it is what it is. But he hired me for, you know, once or twice a week, and I'm super grateful for him. And Jihad and all them guys at Shift MMA, shout out to them for bringing me in. They're the ones that originally signed me and brought me into the BKFC. So much love to everybody who's been a part of this journey, man.
Man, that's great. I love hearing that. I like you getting your shots to be a trainer too, dude. I think you have a lot. I think you're a great mentor for them kids. Now, the fans' favorite part, not always my favorite part, but during this interview, I always like to talk about the contender versus the pretender. In this situation, I'm going to be the pretender and you're the contender. I like to get together, give a little spar out. I'm pretty decent at wrestling, dude. Now, when we get down to the rolling, I'm going to be all right. I can hold in. But
hey,
sparring,
we can do it all, because I'm pretty good on the ground. So let's spar and do all of it. So you have, you know, if you do get caught and you want to take me down and use your strength, let's do it. And
gotta do it, dude. I gotta be able to. It's a real fight for me.
But, you know, I'm in Orlando. I'm in Orlando, but I'm always in Tampa and St. Pete, so we can make it happen out there for sure.
Brother, I'll come wherever I need to. I think I've become a really big fan of yours, and I'm going to help get you to that title shot and help you and your friends get there. That's like my big thing. I love God so much, and God puts me in great positions to help others, and that's my goal, is to help you. So it's been a blessing to meet you. I hope we continue to do this. Let's get you a fight. Let's get you at the Hard Rock, dude. It would be nice. And I look forward to meeting and hanging back out with you, dude. So I appreciate your time.
And lastly, also shout out to you and your food truck, man. My father, you know, he actually passed away like about a week or 2 weeks before my first BKFC fight, which was last year or the year before. Either way, he passed away right before my first BKFC fight, and he ran food trucks for years, and I helped him run food trucks. I've worked at food trucks all on my own, ran the whole thing to starting it up to prepping the food. I mean, thousands of people, music festivals. I done put the work in. So anybody who does food trucks, I respect highly, and much love to you and success for your food truck, man.
I did I'm doing 6 days this week. I'm doing a school tomorrow. I've been doing a bunch of doctors because it's emergency week this week. So it's ER week. So I've been doing a bunch of hospitals and taking care of the people that take care of us. I'm a big thing of giving back. And for you being that kind about this, we got to do, when next time you have a win, I'll come out and give you your stuff for free. I have a couple people I do cool stuff with. I'm doing Black Widows. You know, Jessica Borga is doing this big fundraiser for women that get beat by men. And I'm going to donate a bunch of pork to her and help her with her success. She's an awesome person. So we always want to give back to everybody, man. So anytime I can ever help you, anytime I can ever help the kids, I'm like Trick Daddy, baby. I love the kids.
Yes.
I'm always trying to help, dude.
I would love that, man. Yeah, I actually I called Jessica earlier just to check on her and to get some advice on contracts and stuff like that. So shout out to Jessica. Great fight, great warrior. I love her so much. So yeah, much love for that, man.
Hey, the nose breaks. You can fix it every single time. It hurts your dignity and your pride a little bit when it happens. But like you see that big schnoz right here, it's ready to be broken all the time. Well, dude, I appreciate you. It's very, very much. If you ever need anything, you got my number too, dude. Anything I could ever do to help. You ever in Tampa, you need a place to stay, I got extra bedroom. It's my UFC room, dude, but you can stay in my UFC room.
I definitely need some of that some of these times, so I definitely will.
It's free stay, bro, anytime. But I got a 6-year-old that come fight. He's ready to spar. Like as soon as you come in the house, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I'm ready. He's
like this when he walks in. You're like Nate Diaz. You're like, bro, what's up? What are you doing? All right, man. Much love to you, bro. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. I'll talk to you soon.